What's up, guys? Feedback Friday, but it's actually Seedback Saturday. I do apologize for the last minute reschedule. I'm just a goober. Let me give y'all a ping in the Discord, and we'll roll in with the submissions that were accepted yesterday. Give me a sec, y'all. No, Percy, it's fucking over, bro. My career. This might be cooked. Popping, Eli. What's popping? Permute you the first up. 4. Death. It's a small fee, so it's faff, you know. Keep the vowels short, not long. I remember that from elementary school, short and long vowels. Anyway, let's just roll with the tunes. Permute, I see you in chat, and your tunes here, so let's just bump it. Got sneeze. Daniel, what's up? What's up, bro? This is beautiful. Just was grilling. Just was, bro. Just do. Love you. The lands. The lands of. Definitely role playing game type beat. I like this because I haven't played Skyrim in so long, and I just started up a run or whatever. It's an Argonian, I'm very proud to say. Argonian and a proud. But great use of sampler. I love those chords. Just the simple harmonies carry so much weight to them, bro. And that Dorian scale type sound. So if you want that Renaissance fantasy or movie type energy, pull up a Dorian scale. Very beautiful scale. I love it. I should make some tunes in it. Channel that, and a great progression. So if you're in D minor and Dorian, D to G is a great progression to highlight just that new note. Skyrim harmonic language type beat. Dominic De Leon. I would say vibe of a forest. Honestly, I mean, it's cheating, but add some forest ambience, or maybe pull out a flute and make it sound like a bird. You get what I'm putting down, you know? What hit me first was more just general Skyrim or fantasy game vibe, but a very pristine, production in terms of that. So I appreciate. Can I have like a flute line? All right, so sample that directly from the stream. Use Melodyne. Articulation on the brass. These strings with the brass is such a Skyrim type arrangement. Harmony. Yeah. Sure. You said clean up the articulation on the brass. I believe in that. So mix wise, I wouldn't really process these instruments too much. Just try to play with the instrument. I mean, just levels between them if you're processing it. Maybe a little bit of amateur if you want it that much wider, but I don't know. Something about the mix. Maybe it's just SoundCloud compression, but sounds like processed. And I'm not the biggest, like, stereo doesn't sound like airy to me completely for some reason. I think you maybe push more low end and like scoop mids. Boost high, scoop mids, boost lows. Bada bing. That simple. Yeah, large father spitting. Yeah, I'm not sure how else to add it. I mean, in terms of adding processing, you know, Slate Fresh Air is decent. Standard saturation plugins are pretty alright. Multi-band compression always can do you a favor if you just keep the amount low, usually. So that's something to mess with beyond just standard EQ, maybe compression. Not accepting submissions at the time. Friday, 10:30 p.m. EST. You have the classic, just shift octaves for a better sounding mix. Percy. Ran by. Pretty beautiful tune. Taking a different direction than something so sine wavy, getting some pretty lush mid-range saw type drops out. I love the processing. It makes it sounds a little muffled, but in a proper, like, ear pleasing type of way. Drums sound good, although the kick may be a little loud in comparison to where the sub hits. And I'm wondering where some more cymbals are. And props on you for finding these clicks. I don't know if I've ever really picked up a click in a song I've listened to. Besides my own In the Doll. You know what I mean? I don't know, that's a fine transition. It sounds like a DJ-ish transition or something. The one where the DJ put their hand up and they're like, whoa. Pretty good tune, yeah. And I don't know, I feel like you have this vocoding or some type of processing on some of your parts, like the drums, the clap, that makes it a little muted and kind of blends into the saw chords instead of sticking out in the same way the kick does. But that's just my ears. Maybe one isn't better than the others, but maybe try it clean, you know? I think the tone's kind of cool, but I'm on the fence in terms of bouncing that between clap and kick. Nice harmonics on the sub would be pleasant. Break transition to the energy rebuild. I don't know. I would like more. I was maybe hoping for more like twinkly type synths or just some type of more synthy stuff. That just hit me in the same way with these saw chords, you know. You add some like acoustic instruments, but I don't know, for some reason my mind is just like, get some like bright kind of synth on there to kind of drive the energy, cement this like electronic vibe we introduced from this drop, you know what I mean? Stays good after this. Sounds pretty good. Seems pretty high energy though. You know, you can maybe bring it even further down for a smoother mix out. Pretty nice tune, bro. Pretty nice. Please play the track in the description. You're smart for doing that in order to get your new version at Botanica. Yeah, this is a pretty trendy genre. I'm interested to see how you did it.
That was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
The way we zipped around everyone and actually went like full speed and we're like zipping and everything, they were like, what the fuck?
Music?
I thought that was wonderful. I thought that was the smartest thing you ever did.
What, making music? It was the smartest thing I ever did. It's really deep stuff.
Super amazing. Yeah, the vocal type samples in there, I don't know, I haven't listened to enough of this type of genre to know if that's a staple, but that surprised me. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know we was like lo-fiing this. Pretty beautiful though. Very amazing, yeah. Intro, one of my favorite parts. I like this beat underneath the intro and
One and actually
energy
went
carry going down from that bass. This progression is very nice, very anime, very cheesy, very beautiful, very like Botanica, you know, proper. Very nice bell type thing. Yeah, I like this sound. This sound tickled my head when it came in unexpectedly. And yeah, great, like, big unexpected abstract sound. It's cool. I fuck with this genre, you know. It's a way to like get some more abstract like type sound design material like into a listenable space, you know. You know, kind of adding to the Little Snake world in terms of producers. I don't think arranging is too crowded. I mean, that's kind of how the genre be. I mean, I think maybe the intro, like, it could be a little more dynamic or impactful with slightly less layers.
one and actually
Just cleaning up a bit so the listener doesn't feel overwhelmed. You know, like sometimes too much stuff happens, you just don't feel numb about it.
Working on music, deep stuff.
The rest of that, I have nothing to mention, but maybe it's hater on the beginning. Too many textures, too many sample layers, type layers. What's up, Panda Cookies 213? What's poppin', brother? Trample me. Nothing stood off in the mix. Some vocal samples are obviously pretty loud.
What? You ever did?
The 3, I'm not sure I noticed what you were talking about, but nothing really sound off about the way you built the energy to me, so I feel proud and proper about that. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Like, it'd be cool, like, cool orchestral timpani type drums. Boom. Cool to see some dudes messing with sampler shit in here. I mean, I've been on the same wave, to be honest, but... that DP shit. Not the redux. Pretty goon tune. Real proper type goon tune. Real, you know, gooning late at night shit. Gooning in private. Type behavior. Nah, it's pretty proper though. I don't know. Honestly, in terms of me, like, in terms of reduxing and like processing all the bases like that, not my favorite. Not my favorite here. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It doesn't make it necessarily sound like nostalgic or like silly rhythm. You know what I mean? Entirely. Maybe a little silly. You know, but I think that's the goal, that effect in many ways. You know, I just don't think it's benefiting from having the lo-fi processing. I just want to hear some fat basses. I mean, I would say keep messing with it because it's better to have a unique type of element than that. Otherwise, you know, I'm all for experimenting. Just keep playing with the processing, see how you can get it. I'd maybe, you know, don't keep it on the master. Make sure to keep it on individual buses. Probably be better. Maybe something on master could happen too. Who knows? And also, yeah, just keep it low, dry, wet, and type stuff. Do it in parallel. See what you're able to make. I appreciate, bro. I appreciate Kevin. Been here the whole time. Been cooking. Check out the platforms. Description. Transitions to the job.
They want to hear your speaking
I wish it didn't feel like it went bright then muty though in terms of the transition and the pacing of it. You know, a little too choppy in places. Maybe a few more consistent layers just to fill out that space since we have such erratic shit going on. I'm not sure. It's just kind of bright, unbright, something. I thought the weird little build break was cool, to be honest. Like, that was a cool moment. And yeah, as always, filters or something can direct the energy even better for your listen. For your, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not too everywhere. In fact, I mean, I would like a bit more sound design variation. I much prefer that over flow variation. Most of the time, it depends. You know, you could have great flow variation, but I also can't articulate it as well. If there's no sound design variation, make sure to add that. But at that point, it might sound too everywhere, which I would say just repeat more elements, repeat more parts, you know what I mean? Unless, pretty nice tune, bro loves Redux. I mean, who doesn't? I'm addicted to it personally. They had to get me off that shit. They had to get me off prescription. Shit, Brody. outro. Crazy. Up to no good. It's nasty though. No, that was a really killer tune. I love the sound design. Proper, like, moist, meaty, gritty, growly, whatever monster texture type shit on it. And I love the way how low the formants sounded on it. Formants being like two people can sing the same pitch, but which one sounds deeper of a voice? You know, it's a chipmunk effect. That's what a formant is. I've heard of that, like how or like a sound, like how tinny or deep a sound might sound. But yeah, you manage to get some really like deep and nasty type sounds, you know, which resulted in some different shit. That's my opinion. Like, a lot of time, low key, like, the deeper shit always sounds fucking better. So yeah, make sure you tune your shit real low. I mean, nah, that's cap, you know. Deeper shit has lower energy levels, you know. Higher shit has higher energy levels a lot of the time, you know, in terms of harmonics. It's not always just like squeaky versus deep. But in terms of growl type thing, you know, but sometimes you do want that high because it sounds pretty dope. Little altar boy, yeah. Some direct formant shifting. Here's the gate kept thing. Use Melodyne to formant shift. It's even cleaner than little altar boy. It's super clean. It's amazing. And there's other insane sound design shit. I can make video about it low key. It's really slap. I like the kick and the snare's pretty dope too. Hats don't quite fit their vibe though, and there's little pan. I wish it was crisp like them transfers. Kick sounds good, you know, just keep the fat thing going. I'd make sure you have some type of low cut on a tape stop type sub situation. So rhythm in the second part of the drop. My obvious thing is do some shit with triplet or like dotted rhythms, you know. That always turn heads a bit. Or a little straighter, so or if not that, you might already be channeling a bit of that. I might be mistaken, but do something like fluttery, you know. People love fluttery shit, like helicopter bass type shit. Mid bass layers that transition. I mean, if you really need to, like, you know, automate EQ at these problem points, that can low-key save you some shit. Or if you even, you know, kind of more or less filter different parts. But yeah. Arrangement. This part sounds overly mid-dance. That part's dope. Takes a bit to get into. I low-key like to hear more of the bass shit, you know. Bring me a drop right after here. For some reason, I'm a bit demanding on this one. I want you to extend this one. I feel like there's more potential for this type of arrangement. The sound palette you have going on just sounds really clean with the part. Space Kid. Oh shit, break alert. Hey, hey. Too nasty. Really some proper tunes coming out tonight. Using samplers, melodic, or some proper sound design, you know? I love this sound design. To me, it gives me classic, just like serum only vibes or vital only vibes, you know? Like most of the grit is in that, and then just some nice post processing. You know, it's interesting. You know, different workflows give you different sounds. You can kind of make it out from the sound, but yeah, I hear a lot of wavetables. I hear a lot of nice like Cerami or like filter peak automation for some brilliant growls, bro. They go. Bwah, bwah. This didn't give me intro vibes at all. This was straight fucking drop. I mean, to be fair though, like, I mean, I would add a real intro onto this. I would keep this part because I felt like you were able to bring up the energy here, even despite this already being pretty much a drop. Also, props to you. I like the sub and the way the sub's bouncing and moving and the way the beat bouncing with it, like bringing some trappy vibes, which I like. Reverb throws sound pretty good. Sometimes a high pass with it sounds good. Sometimes like putting it before like some multiband and some processing really makes it pretty fire, to be honest. That's one of the biggest things I recommend, either filtering or some OTT before it. Or if the OTT scares you, you're a pussy boy, put on just a normal compressor, but important. Not a lot of over distortion, at least in dubstep terms, but cranking it without being too much. Man, I've been there, bro. I don't know. I mean, just clip harder, limit if you gotta. Soft clip, hard clip. Push it. A little bit OTT, a little bit EQ. I could touch every bass. If you haven't EQ'd a bass, at least try EQing it. You never know how much better it can sound to you. That's what it. Yeah, pretty crazy sound design. Mix sounds loud and pretty good to me. So yeah, make sure master's clip too. Make sure sidechain's clean and bring in a reference. Don't mess around. Ambient with no outro, man. What is this? No intro. Oh my god. Proper beat. Spacing out to this beat. This is great. Pretty crisp tune. Yeah, I like it. Ambient, kind of down tempo type tune. Really nice, man. One thing I would look at is maybe mixing. I don't know. Scoop mids, boost ties, top to bottom. That's a general pattern. It needs to be brighter. It sounds pretty dim. Mid-rangey. And low-key maybe have more sub or a kind of bigger sub patch, more harmonic. Yeah, and something about the time at the end sounded off. Like all of a sudden, like the beat placement over the loop shifted and it was just ringing in my ears a bit weird. You know what I mean? Maybe I was tripping though. Bunting's block. All right, that's pretty insane. All right, bro. Yeah, a bit more high end. Watch some over wetness with reverb. You know, don't let it stack up in the mid range too much. Keep that down when you're putting a bunch of reverb with high decay on it. You know, make sure to get some good amount of delays too, or like process your reverb separately. But yeah, I like delays. Delays you can get really clean. Put on a delay and keep it in the mid high band. And it'll sound really clean as an atmosphere. Yeah, but the resonance on that vocal and its reverb is really pushing a lot mid range. Yeah, low key that's the bulk of my problem with it, and yeah, just like kind of MP3 sound maybe, but that's SoundCloud, you know what I mean? But nice song. Build into the halftime. Don't sidechain so hard. Don't keep your kick so loud. Like filter your thing so it sounds dynamic. You need like more, just like one more riser layer probably. And that'll solve your problem. I don't know. My opinion, God help you. I don't know. I mean, the obvious thing is like to divide 4/4 and 5/4 into like as similar kind of feels as possible before it changes, you know? Even if that means like going complete legato for a minute, that'd be obviously an easy smooth change, but that's what I mean. That's an extreme example, or like just doing a simple 1 2 3 4 rhythm instead of something that syncopates and sounds weird. Or something that syncopates but then sounds similar in 4/4 is 5/4 would be best. But that and or I pretty much just recommend you like probably drum it out or something, or like find some intuitive way to spit out the way you want to arrange it, because that's pretty tough, man.
Hey,
Peter, banger.
Yo,
True.
Storm Alonzo, Shay Scrooge.
You can mix it if you want, but dream
Hope
big,
you're
bro.
having a good day.
Remove it.
Hey, yo. Jimmy, okay. Just asking him if everything okay. Watch him respond, no way. Cause these days he was stuck with no pay. Girlies don't wanna broke pay. Jimmy, okay. Just asking him if everything okay. Watch him respond, no way. Cause these days he was stuck with no pay. Girlies don't wanna broke pay. He been working for accolades, but EP delusions. Got him at the hospital, asking mama to hide the
those 3 minutes passed. Not a bad tune. Yeah. Mixing, yeah, mixing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, watch 'em respond, no way, 'cause these days seem stuck with.
I mean, so mix, like, kick seems pretty present in the mix and a little overpowering.
Okay, girlies don't wanna broke pay. Jimmy, okay, just ask.
Maybe like the loop can be processed and even like octave up and down in terms of like fullness, you know, or just more sounds kind of layered over this main loop. Like bringing that fullness to loop. I'm seeking.
Everything okay. Watch 'em respond.
Yeah, vocals pretty good. They definitely sit over top beyond where the kick is doing. I would say maybe like it needs a little more like de-essing, or like probably be over multiband compressed, like too much OTP, too much multiband compression. Not sure though.
Respond, no.
Yeah, lyrics are fine. Lyrics are pretty nice actually. Props on that. Delivery's pretty good. Flow's pretty good. You know, like beyond like the production is what I hear the most. The rest of the parts are pretty proper. I didn't play this last verse through entirely, but yeah, the delivery is a bit controversial. Obviously, you know, it wasn't my favorite. I'll maybe nix that part from what I gathered from a short clip, but
Bino, gripping on the mic, yo, ripping up the stage, yo, kick it with the maker, giving answers to his version of the truth, nothing but the blackness of the.
you know, balance kick, you know, find some fancy plugin to fucking make the mid range and the low sound. Not boop 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 boop. No. I'm a hater. The other thing is like, I mean, it's the way it's arranged, but I'll share my 2 cents. Like, I would keep the kick the way it is, disclaimer, but it's definitely the way the kick is arranged. It makes it hard to like feel where the snare is like giving it that bounce, you know, that classic meter. Just gives it it gives it a very different drum feel that a lot of people aren't really looking for. You know what I mean? But it makes it like give it a spiritual intensity, brother. You know what I mean? It's like tribal. You know, if you're okay with bringing that different vibe to the table, if it was intentional, I think it's a proper type of drum loop, you know. Sounds different, sounds cool, mix it a bit differently, but otherwise just making sure you're aware of that beam.
I make a kind of make a move. I check this out, I got serious. See, I need that orange change. You act so beautiful, taste so sweet, baby. For the first,
Metro Booming wants some more. What? The Weekend. She was gas. She was I don't know. Make a word up. It was pretty good. It was a weird one. It was all over the place. I really fucked with it though. Guitar fits in the mix very great. I'm not a big fan of the muted type guitar sound. I don't like the mix on the intro. It's some things are like real muted in the back. Other things like the drums are really up front. It's a bit. What is saturation that soft speaker want to be using? Saturation, add more harmonic make it more square wave or a different shape. It's good to make stuff like sound a bit fuller, sometimes a bit brighter, or obviously distorted in higher amounts, you know. Just can, yeah. Just the plumping fluid. Soft tube's fine, yeah. What is gain staging? People talk about gain staging like keeping the gain low. And I can go a bit more about saturation, but gain staging is essentially like keeping the gain low from step to step so you don't accidentally run into clipping or oversaturation. Essentially, any effects you use that are going to sound different based on the audio going in, just make sure you're well aware of the audio level going in. You don't really need to gain stage beyond that, which when using software is pretty obvious principle anyway, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like, it's kind of like a weird philosophical mixer yapper topic that carried over from like analog mixers where you do need headspace because putting stuff in at too high gain into analog equipment saturates it unintentionally, which you do. But yeah. Nah. No tunes tonight. I'll see you Friday, brother. Yeah, I mean, everyone makes a fucking different definition for it. That's another problem of it. I don't know why it's in the necessary, like, music producer Bible of YouTube. Yeah. I've also heard it, like, referred into, like, creating buses for different sounds, but it's a mystery. I've heard it referred to multiple different things. Anything where you're adjusting the gain can be, like, gain staging, but it's probably one of those two things. I wouldn't worry about it. Mix good. Saturation sounding, I'm good. Make sure to use it. I like to use bit saturation always. I didn't always use it beyond the Ableton saturator, but there's some good after third party one. Hokey, bro, save us. Beautiful texture on that bass. We love those codes. We love Pokey, man. That's what it's really about, not any individual plugin. That was beautiful. Yeah, the stain drop really stood out. That was super unique. You don't usually do that either, you know. Very cool, and I like the riff. Almost gave me the vibe of like, you know, McMahon's second drop with the big sustain and aggress, you know. But when he started pitching it to different notes rather than just pitching it up, I was like, all right, he's not just ripping it off, you know. You know, it's okay to spin off that idea because that shit's hard and more people need to hear that, bro. But you did a nice spin, and I like that going below. You don't always hear that too much. I would say could be cool. Jumping up to the half step right before you resolve would be pretty. It would give a little spunk on the way back with the MIDI. Grass is dirty as a bitch. I love Nick Van's style of sound design. Pretty amazing. I didn't really get Screechy vibes. In fact, you kept it pretty low key. Post processing wasn't too harsh on many of the basses, and you know, generally the formants weren't in the screechy high range. Maybe, yep. I don't think you need more fills and variations between phrases. And yeah, no problem with the second drop. Bass sounds damn big though compared to some of these like flutterier basses. I think some of the fills should stick out a bit as a bit fuller overall. And yeah, that's a cool tune. Keep messing with the mix until the world ends and this shit is preferential. Get some perfect stereo, get some ozone emitter in there, who knows. Yeah, you say Midwest emo, dubstep. Let's see if this is cool.
No emotion.
Holy shit, no emotion.
The gods. You should never give up, but you should learn your limitations. My underarms fragrance is a 10-hour workday. It's hard to social distance when you're trying to get sick. This chick said my dick looked like a watertight Pokemon. How long exactly is longevity? Stand tall and proud like the tree of life. The new Anunnaki got me shotgun shopping. You ever gone bar hopping with your best friend that's a kangaroo? Yesterday I woke up with today on my mind. Polish my mask so it has a shine. When my sword cuts, you'll need more than a band-aid, you dumb fuck. Making beats with my pencils on a desk back in high school. Society is back open and it seems that no one gives a fuck. Your breath smells like butt. What did you have for lunch? How are you staying sane with so much going on for so long? The gold mask is something like a phenomenon. Are the white hairs on my head telling me that I'm dying? My enemies found my sex tape, I guess I'm resigning. The airport is filled with humans ready to fly. A real hero.
It's the original Dracula flow, bruh.
The doctor prescribed pills that made me feel like I was dying. Children are only products of their environment. It's time for you to repent for all of your sins. I need Wi-Fi, I have an important email to send. Did you know that Office Depot doesn't sell offices? The Queen ordered off with his head. I hate having arguments about old subjects. If you want an eyeful, I'll take your eyes out and have sex with the socket. Team Rocket blasting off again. A real bad man will take no back chat. She blocked me on Snapchat for screen saving. If you hear me scream, I'm in the bathroom shaving. It's time to build a bridge to go over all your problems. Let's inhale some aerosols. Life is not like a box of chocolates. It's actually a box that's 6 feet deep. Why do we pay for water when it falls from the sky for free? I'm learning magic tricks so I don't have to give out candy. I'm always high, always working at my highest level. If I go down, you go down, so grab a shovel. The gods from Athens have nothing on the gods that are rapping. I throw up every morning when I brush my teeth. Don't be stupid, your side chick has some side dick. Do you ever have dreams about leaving your house naked? My black people are in need of a new leader. I am the sender and you are the receiver. I'm such a man, I'll take a shit and then stand when I have to piss. Do women know that all men instinctively look at their booty hole? It has to be a better way to know if you have a good soul. I need a girl that climbs the ladder of success on her knees. Fucking weirdo thinks a Disney princess is the definition of a bad bitch. The future is uncertain, you might not ever make it there. Life is not fair, but it's time to accept everything you can't change. It's not strange to wear a mask during the golden hours. Look at my mask, it's golden. Don't ask, who am I? No emotion, the gods.
That was pretty spiritual. Yeah, on the next submission, maybe you don't need to put this pretty interesting personal dude, man, on this beat, to be honest. Maybe I'm the bad man. Anyway, yeah, I like the guitar. You make the guitar? Sounds good. Guitar is so sexual in nature. I'll be so emo to this. It's a good beat, good instrumental. You can bring his vocal down, man. You can probably repitch it to make it feel at least a bit better on the shit.
Exactly as longevity. Stand tall and proud like the tree of light. The new Anunnaki.
Some of the bars are funny, to be honest. But yeah, processing. It's pretty loud. Get some of the mid-range back at least. And repitching will do you some favors I already mentioned.
You got me shotgun shopping. You ever gone bar hopping with your best friend that's a kangaroo? Yesterday I woke up Prince's attention. No emotion.
I wish the guitar was a bit more present compared to vocal and this drum beat at the bottom.
Exactly as longevity. Stand tall and proud like the tree of light. The new Anunnaki got me shotgun shopping. You ever gone bar hopping with your best friend that's a kangaroo? Yesterday I woke up with today on.
Yeah, drum's pretty loud. Build up good. You know, I'd recommend chopping up the sample or the loop, you know, altering it makes it for more interesting build up, in my opinion.
My mask so it has a shine.
So chopping it rhythmically or pitching it up or doing both. As well as any type of filtering or a riser layer would.
On a desk back in high school, society is back open and it seems
get that sub feeling proper. I'm not feeling proper, so
your breath smells.
Beat's pretty good at balancing.
Doctor prescribed pills that made me feel like I was dying. Children are only products of their environment. It's time for you to repent for all of your sins. I need Wi-Fi. I have an important email to send. Did you?
All right, see, I see the vision now. Like, I watched it long enough. I understand the no emotion type vibe, bro. Like, spitting reality, bro. You know what I mean? No person. I'm playing, bro. I don't think I plan to listen to this, but make sure you offset your basses. They sound a bit too delayed on the beat to really give it a proper flow with your timings and the vocal and the rest of the beat. Yeah. So they're processing crisp and beautiful too. And the mix is nice and glued, bro. Be blessed. Pray to God for mercy. Sounds pretty badass. so beautiful, man. That was amazing. Yeah, pretty unique arrangement. Kind of took it in some type of genre-ish directions I didn't necessarily expect. Beautiful. You know, I'm proud to, you know, host a place that keeps talented like producers coming back. You know what I mean? Like I remember you here way back in the day, and on lessons and shit. Visit buntmusic.com for private lessons like Brave the Storm took years back. But it's still amazing that people return. They build their skills, their sounds develop. They become like more just all-rounded producers. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know, left field. You know, it's like watching a plant grow. Or like I don't know. It's like having a little ant farm. Let's put it that. Yeah, I'm dead. But you guys know the feeling too. Especially if you're an OG. You were the feedback sessions, bro. Drop the sub an octave. I mean, like my rule of thumb is like usually pick the lower one. You know, even if the voice leading might sound a little better on a solo track, sometimes in the full mix, like putting an octave down almost sounds like an octave higher, or like you can barely even tell the difference. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But I prioritize like the mix sounding nice and full, and usually I prefer a bit bassier, deeper sub for that feeling. So I pick that and high notes only for like a short period of time usually. You know, but high notes are funny to hit because in some clubs like they have really bad high resonance, so it just sounds really fucking loud and people turn up to that. So vocals. I don't know. I'm thinking like rock, pop, spin, like Post Malone, but like not bro, not him at all. Maybe. It's like. You know what I mean? It's like male, bit of grit in the voice. You know what I'm saying? Get that heavy trickle down, big storm coming type part. Appreciate me. Only place on the internet where you learn these type of sounds, man. Like the flow smoothly. I mean, add a little bit of drums at a time. Filter it in dynamically. You know, even use a drum sampler. You know, like get some cymbal crashes, kind of. You know, there's a lot of different ways to lean it in. You know, transitioning in with a reverb wash or put in one layer at a time and do a reverb wash. You know that. In terms of like adding drums to transition shit, if that's what you're talking about. But I think other tips to make it flow smoothly. I don't know. I mean, just find a good reference. You know, try to keep it super traditional sometimes. And by traditional, I mean like classic staples. Like I probably just get a fake out drum kick for this. Appreciate. Like get a low pass opening drum or some muted drum or high pass drum in the back. Lunar Guava, hope you're here in the chat, bro. Your link isn't working. Make sure you share that private link if you're on a private track and all day. The fucking rats are fighting in a hammock. Oh my god. Eclipse too. What happened, man? Eclipse, if you're here, make sure to give me the proper link. This one didn't work. If it's a private track, click share and copy the quote secret link. And yeah, you can DM me that, I think, or give me a yap in chat, and I'll make sure I receive it or whatever. A queef coordinator. That's interesting. I thought you just started branding, like... I thought you started branding more into a little T-spin. But... oh, that's dope. Already dropped the mice. Fuck yeah. Alright. Oh shit. Well, stop. Make sound good as shit, though. How do you do that? Okay, but... these are separate accounts. Anyway, let's run this. Just DM'd, okay. I guess we'll play the other ones too. See, this account is so old. Like, this is from when AI image generators gave you shit that looked like this. I mean, it looked pretty cool. It looked almost painted. Maybe, is it painted? Okay. No, I'm sorry, little teaspoon. Let me get these nice gentlemen first. They were diligent enough to send their track so fast. Ran out of space. That sucked. Right, anyway. Lunar Guava. Who the fuck was first, man? Come on. Alright. Let's go. Oh, that's beautiful. Sine waves, bruh. Beautiful. Hyper pop vocals will go crazy on this. Yeah, damn. Super thin subbing to mono. Take note of that, bro. Take note of that, bro. Yeah, sub sounded pretty fat. For the most part here, it sounded probably too loud, but yeah. Stereo shit is a no-no. Watch out. Don't let Panda Cookies that chat. Yeah, good choice of sub notes. I like the main repeating melody and the sounds you chose for it. Bendy sign, look, little nostalgic piano, very beautiful. On the minimal side, I would maybe look at, you know, complexifying our loop just a bit, you know. You can keep this minimal feel, but maybe something like Portal or just like a tinkle of like some atmospheric or just kind of background details, you know, built off these main samples, possibly through Portal. I mentioned, yeah, Portal. But other shit is, yeah, obviously like can mess around with a bit of sound design on the bass or like more dynamic feel, but I think this bass is proper for it. You know, it's an instrument. You know, it's your choice of bass. Harmonic would be dope in places, just something real subtle and blended in like a fifth, but just real in the back, like boom, pretty dope. Like fifth harmonic, but with something a little more like just a trying, but then process, so it's like tuned into like a full. Yeah, they're all recorded the vibe. They're all in the playlist and the description, and you could click the link in the Discord too. So the ingredients, like, here's the thing: when you pick out your drums, like, at least for me, what I started doing, what I assume Lucid Flip does, is like just pick out good ass drums, man. Just pick out like drums that fit the exact thing you want, that you know already sound perfect in the mix, you know, from experience and you know, like from spliced or like stuff you made or stuff you're able to process in. But you know, like that ass, like most drums are already processed like as good as they'll be. So just get perfect samples that are like, you know, like professional ready, you know, and you're done, you know, and make sure they're in a palette that's together. You know, if you want, just go to one pack or imitate someone else's sound palette. Don't mix genres willy nilly like with drums or certain stuff. You know what I mean? Like, don't you know what I mean? Don't be surprised when you get like drums from many different packs and many different vibes and they don't blend as well together. You know what I mean? Depends versus like all trap drums for yourself. But anyway, that's not my point. The other thing is like other secret sauce like Chef a Beat. So like dead ass, so like yeah, drums are good. Make a bass that's really good. Make a bass that's really interesting. You know, I recommend pretty much having a chord progression that's interesting that can loop through the whole track. You know what I mean? Get a melodic loop. Get different stems to the melodic loop. Spread this melodic loop over the track in increments. Put the bass in and the drums in at like a drama. You know what I mean? Like this shit's simple, bro. I'm just kind of yapping like to eternity, but you understand what I mean? Like essentially like the process in many ways is simple, but like you need to just like realize it's simple and just get like proper small ingredients, like proper drums, like really good sounds for your melodies. Like make sure your loops are just full enough, you know how to spread them over the arrangement once you have a good loop, and you know, add effects to spice it up and down. Everything piano stuff. Toast the strawberry man. Oh, you're sweet. I appreciate you. You're my boy. Tap you up. Shit. But like I think the pace of the beat is a little slow, so like BPM could be higher. The drums could overall be a little more interesting, a little more dynamic, would add a lot of splice to it. Bass patch could change maybe. I think maybe bigger than that though is like so speed, like bounce, fullness of the drums, and just fullness of like the melodic loop and the piano shit. Like it'll sound much more proper as you just layer that shit out with some chords that support the melody. Deadass, bro. Like some pads, like one or two, or I don't even know, man. Just do it. Sub click, you add more attack or release, like make it mono, can help myself too. Sounds too, bro. No. Eclipse. Oh, this is pretty dope. Like the note choice on the ARP, ARP choice, the sound. Fire. It's like spooky space. What a catchy tune, man. I love that. I love that. Low key, someone off the top of my head, I don't want to compare or put people against each other, but Special Honey, right? Special Honey, I think y'all have a similar sound. Y'all can collab. I wonder what the origins of this, because I don't know. I can't say I've heard much of this outside of this stream. It's just stuff that's like the similarities, like straight but like pretty quality synths, like straight but pretty quality chord progression, like harmonic minor, especially like slower BPM, like slower rates of chord changing. About it though. Riff so quality, you know, I love that harmonic minor scale all the time. Bass is super fat. I don't know. I'm missing some of that like OTT, just like brightness and like grit, you know what I mean? It's like push that brightness, push a bit of white noise, open that filter as a tree. I don't know. Distort it a bit, saturator, something special. Harmonic minor scale goes crazy. Like it takes forever to get old, I'll tell you that much, man. No, we have so many different scales though. When I get tired of one, I switch it up, and I love it. I don't produce as much in weird scales as I ought to be honest. I mean, depends, man. Yeah, and I would appreciate if you ask a question with this. That's something I list as a rule for my submission. So please just ask a question. It just helps keep the submissions like quality and make sure the submitters do some self-reflection on their beats. Yeah, and kick tone could be a bit different. It sounds like just like lower pitch or like a little less high, a little more mid-range, like just like form and shift where that click sits and get a little more low-end punch. Yeah, like the layers and the sound design there. It just struck me as like a perfect tune. I'll maybe add like a bit of dynamic to these like lead and intro bits and just like that similar type of spice, like slight filter or like analogification if you research it, you know, just to keep it away from digital sounds. But you know what I mean? Sounds like a proper, like really proper arrangement to me. Like just taking the synths, building a story with it, you know, and running with it. Yeah, push that bass fat, push some of these synths back and more dynamic, a little more smooth sitting, and yeah, I'm in love with it, bro. Proper. Next one. Let's go. Pretty hard. Holy shit. The remix. Make too loud. Anything too clashing. Never too loud. I just say avoid excess clipping. You know, if you have any clippers or soft clippers or limiters on tracks, just don't keep the signal too hot, you know. Just be aware of that and make sure you're only shaving just the right amount, you know. Because it sounds like, especially with some of the leads, as it layers, it gets a little clippy sounding, or maybe too much distortion on the process. Pretty fucking insane, bro. Double shit. Yeah, make sure the low end feels proper. The kick transient feels punchy, I would say. Yeah, and get a good balance with some side chain, just a little. Yeah, it's in tune, and it does matter when it's loud. It matters more when it's loud because, especially as you start to clip things, stuff that isn't in tune creates even more dissonant harmonics as it distorts. It can be a cool effect sometime, but no, it's not really. But yeah, but that's about it, y'all. That's every submission for tonight's stream. I'm sorry about the last minute shit. Yeah. It happens, bro. To be honest, I woke up much earlier than I usually do yesterday, so I was wiped by the time feedback hour came around, but I appreciate y'all's understanding and patience. We pulled through. We had a good little sesh here. I'll see you next Friday, or this Friday, you know what I mean. We'll get another feedback session in. Submissions at 10:30. Have your tune primed and ready. Questions at the wazoo. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. If you want to send me some support, be sure to visit buntingmusic.com, buy some sample packs, get some limited time discounts with the feedback sample code. Get some one-on-one lessons with me. You know what I mean? Hop on the Patreon if you want to get some of the project files from my videos or the presets. You see me using them. Some bonus stuff, but peep it all in the description. VOD in the description too if you missed or gotta double back, rewatch it. Discord in the description if you're trying to chill. Be sure to pull up to some community event. Got the Flock Clip running, and we got Flock Clip running, as well as the sound studies. Contribute to a sample pack and work with some dudes to learn some more sound design. Be an active member, chill. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm yapping away. I'll catch y'all next week for a big feedback session, people.